Funniest thing.
Wait a minute. I'm Rinda. Who are you?
Jim. And we are Heartiness Approach. Funniest thing. One of our granddaughters had a birthday, and so we were calling her today to wish her happy birthday. And in the midst of it, Grandma is saying, "Where were we for Thanksgiving last year? What were we doing?"
I was trying to picture if we were in their house. And I was trying to picture if we were in this house. And I was like, I can't picture it.
She couldn't remember last Thanksgiving.
There's a reason we couldn't remember.
She's not senile. Trust me, she's not senile.
Last year for Thanksgiving.
Memorable. Very memorable, okay, for most of us.
We drove in a horrific snowstorm over to Bend, Oregon. And all of our family, well, like minus 2 of our sons, 3 of our sons.
Let's just say that the last 100 miles was treacherous for everybody.
Our kids here had brand new babies. It was, once we got there, it was terrific.
Yeah, because we didn't have to go anywhere.
It was memorable. But this year is way different because
it was good to get, it was a significant part of our family there together. It was extremely enjoyable. It was a few really great days.
Beautiful Airbnb that one of our sons sponsored for us. And oh my word, how grateful we are for that, because this year it's us.
This is a different year, isn't it?
It's a hard year. I'm still grateful. I'm grateful I'm still healthy.
Yes. Oh, extremely. Both of us.
Had a little surgery last week. I know! That makes number 4 on this hand. The others were on this. This was on this. Somehow, at some point, I tore, tragically, the ligament that's in here, and they had to repair it. But it's all done. But I'm in a boot for my hand again.
So we choose to not have any more surgeries on any part of your body.
That's right.
If we could only choose that.
Today we're making coconut cream pie as promised. And we are also want to share some of our gratitude that we are feeling.
Which there's a lot.
There is a lot. So come with us. I have chosen a recipe. This is a paleo recipe, but I've kind of changed it a little bit. I don't put much sugar in my things. It has to be healthy. Now, this recipe called for honey, and part of it is cooked. I know that we're not really supposed to cook honey right now. That's the new thing, or the old thing that I just found out about. But this is cooked. So if you want to use coconut sugar or raw sugar, feel free to do that. Super fast. And we'll show it to you in a few minutes. This is the pie crust that Jim made last week, and the bottom of it is filled with the pie that I just made, the pie filling.
The test.
Now, I'm going to change some things. It's set up very nice, but I'm going to put bananas on the bottom, and then we're going to put the next one on the top.
So one thing you learned was the particular recipe was enough to maybe halfway fill the pie crust. So they must be using smaller pie plates.
Yeah, I'll put the recipe that's the small one, and you can double it or do whatever you want to with it. We'll do that.
Yeah.
So if Jim will hold the camera right by the saucepan, I will show you how it's made. It's so simple you can't believe it. I'm going to add 1 can of coconut milk, 13.5 ounces, 1 egg, 2 to 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. You can use arrowroot powder. I just didn't have any today. And honey. Now, the honey is to your taste. I think it calls for about 3 tablespoons in this. We might have used a little bit less than that. And then you're going to put it over medium heat. And stir it to get all the bubbles out and get all the lumps out. Like I say, I would have preferred arrowroot, but I didn't have any. It's only been about 3 minutes and it's done. See how thick it is? I'm going to turn this off. Let it stop bubbling. Stop bubbling. I'm going to add a half a cup of coconut. The coconut I'm using is what is that? Anyway, it's really fine. Really, really fine. It's from Sprouts. It's organic. So I mix that in. I mix in 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla. And then set it aside to cool. So for my version, I am going to take bananas, because I think bananas and coconut go together because they're both tropical. I don't need to have them everywhere. Just some to give it some good flavor. Set that in there, and then we'll put this other pie filling over the top of it. And then what you do is you take coconut cream, whip it, and put it over the top. So if you do not like coconut, like one of our viewers made sure that we knew they didn't, that's fine. If you do like coconut, this is an alternative to super sweet, and it doesn't have any milk in it. It's all made with coconut flour, coconut milk, and all stuff. And it does have an egg, so it's not vegan, but good stuff. What I forgot to tell you is I put a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in here.
Before you started heating it.
Before, yeah. While it was heating. In the heating part. Now so a double batch fills it up really nice. And then we'll make the cream to go on the top. And then you just refrigerate and it turns solid.
It's time to make the cream topping for the pie, and I get to do it. Gonna start with some coconut cream. It's gonna need a little help to come out of here, it looks like. So get this going. Not much. So there's uno, dos.
And then a teaspoon of that.
How many? This. Right? How many?
1. Okay.
Okay. And now a little toasted coconut for the top. Listen to it sizzle, the cream as it hits it. That's kind of awesome. That's fun. Thanks for watching our creating of this pie. We're not going to make you watch us eat it, but just know we're going to enjoy it.
This is week 17 until we get to go home.
The countdown continues. Yay!
And our newsletters are going to start coming out on Tuesday, so that if anyone would like to subscribe to it after seeing the video on Monday, then they can subscribe and get the...
And you subscribe to it by going to our website, and you can find the sign up.
Heartinessapproach.com. Thanks, guys.
The recipe is going to be in the
newsletter.
Yes, just like the pie was last time.
Pie crust.
Pie crust.
Now, if you don't like coconut, you won't like this. If you do, it's non-gluten and non-dairy and non-all that stuff. If you need that, there it is.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.